More breaking news just coming in. Let's quickly get it for our viewers. PMK has condemned Udayanithi Stalin's speech and his arrest. PMK has said that both could have been avoided. PMK is saying that Udayanithi's remark lacked dignity. Also, there was no need for an arrest in such haste. Udayanithi Stalin's speech and arrest are both condemnable, is what the PMK has said. The ruling party and the opposition should pursue constructive politics, is the statement made by the PMK. Opposition leader Udayanithi Stalin was arrested this morning over certain remarks that he made about Chief Minister Vijay during yesterday's protest in Thanjavur. And now this is the latest political response coming in from the PMK to condemn both, not just the statement that Udayanithi Stalin made, but also his arrest that happened in such a haste. Taking this back to my colleague Anagha to really gauge the sort of reactions that have come in so far where every side has taken one position, either to condemn Udayanithi Stalin or to say that no, he has his freedom of speech, and now that he named Trisha in any manner. But here the PMK condemning both.
Well, that's right. In fact, the DMK has defended Udayanithi for the statement that he has made. They say that this is political vendetta. The assembly session is going to begin tomorrow, and just one day before that, they've taken this sort of vengeful action against Udayanithi. So it's completely unfair, is what the police, is what the DMK says, and thereby seeking protection for him. The assembly session is going to begin tomorrow, so it's remained to be seen if Udayanithi is going to get that bail or not.
But again, Anagha, to come to the point that this is not the first time that Udayanithi has done this. He's done this in the past. Time and again, Trisha has been targeted, and this needs to stop. As far as the opposition's position is concerned, when they are critical of the TVK government, they need to stick to the issue and not provoke in the name of Trisha. Let's take a close look at that sequence when Udayanithi Stalin was arrested, after which I come back to you, and also more political reactions coming in.
Did he say one word about Trisha? No. He did not even mention the name, but that apart, he did not talk about that actress. I had listened fully. There was no talk about Trisha. He was attacking the government. The problem with this government is only one thing. This government does not care for the people of Tamil Nadu. They are being promoted only to attack DMK. Their intention is to attack DMK. Don't do good to the people. Let the people suffer. It is not our problem. But the DMK should be attacked.
He has done his duty. For that today they are arresting means. And that too in spite of the court telling them not to arrest up to 12 o'clock. They have arrested him. This amounts to contempt of court. So there is no law and order. There is no rule of law in Tamil Nadu. Everything has gone. For this, they will have to pay a very big amount for this. Definitely, people will not tolerate all this nonsense. Definitely, in the days to come, this government will face the consequence.
No, he is totally wrong. It is totally wrong. He has not mentioned any word about the particular woman. No, it is all false. It is false.
The many political reactions that have come in so far, and we cut across to more breaking news coming in. Protests that continue to escalate in Thanjavur by DMK cadres who are protesting over Udayanithi's arrest. Let me take this to my colleague Akshata, who's joining us from the newsroom. Akshata, the DMK ensuring that they up the ante so that there is a sort of defense for Udayanithi Stalin, and while he's being condemned by many, as we see over the remark that he's made, but they continue to defend him to say he didn't name Trisha.
That's right, and it's that technicality is to ensure that they're going to court as well. In all likelihood, when that hearing happens in the Madras High Court, the DMK Council is going to highlight Udayanithi Stalin didn't mention any name. But the challenge for them is in those 7 sections that he's been booked in, 2 of them are non-bailable. So we'll have to see how really that progresses and whether he's able to get any relief from the Madras High Court. If there's no relief, he will be taken to Thanjavur. Right now, he's on the way. It's about 6-7 hours. That's how long the journey is. police by itself. So by the time he gets there, the formal arrest will take place. If he's granted bail, he'll turn around and head back to Chennai. Just a quick update also, we had images coming in just a moment ago from the DMK headquarters, Arivalayam in Chennai, where you had Udayanidhi Stalin's father, M.K. Stalin, the former chief minister, arriving, along with senior DMK leaders like Durai Murugan. While they've not made any comment before the media, we understand that the DMK leaders are trying to figure out what exactly should be their strategy in dealing with this. The blowback has been quick, Suesha. DMK did not expect that things would move this fast, that amid the outrage, there would be a complaint filed and almost immediately the police would land up at Udayanidhi's doorstep. It left very little time for them to seek any legal recourse or reprieve, which is why he's already being taken in the police vehicle, and now they have to see if he's granted any relief. If not, this will be a historic day in Tamil Nadu, where you will see the leader of opposition in custody behind bars, spending the night in police custody. In which case, you're going to see the political fight only escalate further. You're right in highlighting that the DMK right now is constantly backing Udayanidhi, defending him, saying he said nothing wrong. He didn't use the name Trisha. It was the crowd. There was no question of any other reference. But it's very clear for all of us to see exactly what the leader of opposition said and how he failed to even stop the crowd from chanting the name of Trisha. For far too long, it's become the new normal and accepted norm in Tamil Nadu politics. Now, with the complaint that's been filed and the action by the Tamil Nadu police, there's a clear message being sent that when a senior leader like Udayanidhi Stalin resorts to making these kind of comments, there will be action, there will be reaction, and he'll have to pay the price for the comments he's made.
And Akshata, the problem also is that Trisha is being targeted from day one, from the very time that Vijay has stepped into politics, from the time he did not even win. But every single one of his political rival has always gone on to provoke him, to target him via Trisha. This needs to stop.
100%. I agree with you, Suesha, that here's an actor who's just doing her job. She has nothing to do with politics. She's not a politician, so it's not fair game. You know, she's not a politician for you to drag her into politics, into that discourse every single time, and to drag someone's personal life either. And while you've seen this constantly happen, so many incidents of leaders making these comments, in some cases arrest, in some cases crackdown, in some cases no action at all, it's unfortunate that this is the discourse we're seeing in Tamil Nadu. The fact is that in the last many months, while we've seen these comments, it's always been DMK leaders, DMK functionaries. That it's happened now with the leader of opposition, the face of the DMK, is what's troubling, is what's worrying. And the reality is that the DMK has come out to defend him, saying, look, no name has been dropped, no name was mentioned, that the TVK is jumping the gun and assuming that it's about Trisha. But anyone who knows Tamil, and I know a lot of people are kind of, lost in translation, anyone who knows